What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I have never really faced a lot of hatred in the Black Manosphere community. It's a community in which I feel I have done a lot, I would say probably more than anybody else, to attempt to build. And it's not to, look down on anybody else, because people have done their parts too. But I brought in my share of people and developed people to where they are. Kevin Samuels is one of our guys, and he came in. He had a gift that we did not have. Obsidian is our brainchild of this generation of the 2.0 that includes people like me, BGS Ibmore, Soul TV 84, LAR Movement, Black Ram 313, guys like that. But Kevin Samuels has been the most successful guy. He saw the business and the opportunity to get his point across in a different way that we did not. All right. And because of that, many people have a problem with talking points. Now, over here in the Manosphere community, there are certain lingos that are pretty much unique to us. For example, if you say, weaving against standing up, that's O'Shea Duke Jackson. If you say 85 or 95 or 90 octane, it's BGS Ibmore. If you hear something say like an adjustable 7, that is BGS Ibmore. If you hear somebody say something like this, where if black women have a problem, it's black men's problem. If black men have a problem, it's black men's problem. That's Obsidian Media Network. All right. If you hear mode 1, it's Alan Roger Curry. So this talk is what is known as to be interchangeable. It becomes lingo that people use in the communities. The reality is that people have contributed their own ideas into the communities. But if one person breaks into the mainstream and those ideas are brought out, people will come out and say, he stole my conceptual identities. Now, let me just say this. There are dating coaches that I know have taken certain ideas from other people, have written books and things like that, or ideas partly, not all of them, but that can happen in the white dating world, in the black dating world. These things can transpire. And people want credit for those things. And I'm not saying that they should not get them. But there is something that we need to look at as fellowship. All right? When we start to talk about people in the communities, let's say they take your stuff. Like, for example, struggle streaming. Shout out to the lead attorney. Lead attorney is kind of like under my tree. When I met him, he didn't have that many subscribers. He's doing very well. He's probably even doing better than me on YouTube. He uses struggle streaming all the time. You'll never hear me talking shit about the lead attorney. Oh, you're using struggle streaming. Okay. The reason why is because he's a nice guy. I know him personally. Okay. And he's a friend of mine. So I'm not going to talk shit about him. Now, other people who do that, and I don't really know them that well, that could be a little different. But mainly is, like I really probably I shouldn't even trip. I used to have a problem with one person that's in as a black guy in the Manosphere. He would steal shit from me all the time without acknowledging me. But I kind of realized, like, okay, so, all right, whatever. Like, this guy's not that serious for me to be really tripping off of. Got it. Everybody's not like me. And the reason is that if somebody has an idea from you, and if they can reference you, well then, if you talk shit about them, why would they reference you? Let's say if you have a good point, right? Let's say, for example, you have federations and countries that break up. If they split apart and another country did something very good, does that mean that they're not going to do it the same way? For example, look at the United States of America. There are certain things that Great Britain did great. We broke apart from them, but they were doing great in the 1700s, but we still kept their things they did great. Do we give them credit for those things? Probably not, but it happens. A lot of times in the Black Manosphere, somebody starts to move up. They take our talking points to the mainstream. You've talked shit about that person, all right? Now you've talked shit about them, then you expect them to give you credit. Why would that person give you credit when you're talking shit about them? All right? Just like I've had guys do that to me personally. There's one guy that I did a lot of stuff for. This guy turned on me a few months ago for no reason. I've always been over backwards for this particular fucker. Okay? I've done nothing but try to help this guy. And about, 6 months, a year ago, guy starts talking hell shit about me. Can't help it. All right? Now, I want to say this. Black men have to understand how to have relationships with people. Now, would it be nice if somebody acknowledged what you say? It could be. But then if you talk about them and you disrespect people, well, why would they give you credit for anything that you do? If you say, oh, well, that person's gay. Really, because it's based in jealousy. Because, you want credit for that. You want more sales. I get it. But if you are a person that is a hater and you don't work well with people, what are that person supposed to say? And it's not even about Kevin. I'm using Kevin as a name because people are saying that this is. But to be real, Kevin didn't. I'm gonna say this: Manosphere talking points you take from each other. Kevin built an entire bit different business more than us. He's much better than us in his expansion. None of us in the Black Manosphere wanted to go to Instagram. Like his million subscribers on YouTube have nothing to do with his following on Instagram. Because he's active on Instagram. Most of y'all want to stay on Instagram or on YouTube streaming all day, getting super chats and donations. His strategy is completely different than ours. If he wasn't using your shit at all, he would still be somebody. Let that sink in. The guy sees things in different ways that we don't. The Black Manosphere is stagnant because we don't evolve. Y'all are mad, but I'm gonna tell the truth. Okay? You guys can get on the streams all that you want. 14-hour streams, all that you want. Weaving and sandling and dusting it up. The reality is the guy moved different than all of us did. He got successful. It didn't matter. So now we're mad that because he got successful and we didn't, we need to start hating. This is a money thing. He makes more money than you because he works. It wasn't that he stole anything from you or a line from you. Get real. If that line was that powerful, you would have got rich off of it. You didn't. He's a better platform YouTuber than you. He's better on Instagram than you are. He kicks your ass. That's why he has what he has and you don't. It's the end of the fucking story. That's what it is. You can take it to the bank and cash the check. Or as Obsidian says, take that to the scale and weigh it. What you want because you're mad. But guess what? It's not my fault. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again for another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains all-time high. I'm out.